AA, see you in church. Hi, I'm Manuel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a little message, put the hand up. I do it right away because I have the tendency to forget and I won't go back and do it. And let me know something you think I should talk about. I got these shirts because of what's going on in the Republican and Democrat, whatever. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway. And some of us get a little money. And then we get this. Let me see. Anyway, this one here, I didn't know why, and I didn't care, and I still don't care, why a black person decided to disrespect the American flag. And I'm going to be honest, about 30 of my friends stopped watching basketball because of that. I'm not a basketball watcher, but I understand what's going on. Except for that. And that last one says, I stand for her, which is the flag, and I kneel for him, which was Jesus. But I'm going to be completely honest. I really don't use the N word. But when I saw him kneel down, disrespecting the flag, I still didn't use it. But what I said, and all my friends said, there's a plane right over there. Get your ass over to Africa and see if they'll treat you different. And they will. They'll treat them different. They'll treat them like shit. A lot of people that are my friends, and I keep throwing it back in their faces. Excuse me, you were a slave. But you were a slave because of your tribe losing. And then the tribe who won sold you to white people. Then you were brought over here and given a chance and a better life. And look at where you are now. And look at where they are over there now. You see them covered in flies, starving to death, disrespected by their kings. Yes, kings in Africa. Only persons that I could see you being angry at is the English, because the English still have a stand in there. I don't think they left completely like they were supposed to. And your kings. I remember when I was younger, I heard from her own mouth, and I can't think of her name right now. She did the movie My Fair Lady. And she talked about it in a documentary. They raised and raised and raised money. They sent it to their country for their people. And the king, that's right, king, took that money and paid his bills with it and left his people starving. He don't care about you. He don't care about one black person there. He cares about his partying, his golden limo. And we see that here all the time. And we see it right now, the greedy, greedy Republicans doing the exact same thing that the kings in Africa do. They have more than one over there. And not one of them are feeding their children. We are. And by what I mean, we are all the Americans who take out of their pocket and send money to them to help teach them to do this, to help teach them to do that, to have medical services, to give them uniforms. There was a group of people in America that were going blah, 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 talking out of their asses like always. And then after they talked out of their asses, they got people like Kathy Lee and them to pull their clothing lines from I think it was Africa, but the children looked Hispanic, so it probably wasn't Africa. Children were sewing the clothes that you were wearing, and people were outraged. Meh, 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 meh. But nobody tried to find out their stories. All they had was their own personal outrage. So, a group of journalists went to talk to them. Asked the children. The children were proud. Oh yeah, I'm sewing. I'm feeding my family. Because of my job, my sister will be able to go to school and in time become a nurse like she wants to, or a doctor. They asked all these different stories and they were all the same. These children weren't being abused. They were being given an opportunity to feed their family, to put their siblings through school because they weren't hiring the parents. Or the parents were sick and they weren't able to work. It doesn't matter. The American people were so selfish, they never found out what was going on. All they cared about was their own point of view. That's all. Their point of view. Not the point of view of the children that were feeding their people. That were washing clothes like you hear the machine right now. I did it on purpose so that you know what's going on. And I'm telling these stories because I need you to understand those are poor people, but proud. Now you come to America and you have poor people like me and others. I'm not rich, I'm poor. Democrats are for me because I'm poor. And we're going to get to keep more money in our pockets if the Democratic Party wins. But if the Republican Party wins, anybody that has 2 million or more will get to keep money. Everybody between that are going to pay all the taxes, and us. Anyone below a certain amount, and if you consider yourself middle class, you're going to pay taxes. Either way, you pay taxes. The middle class pay the taxes. If the Republican has a tax, the middle class pays for it, and the lower class. If the Democrats have a tax, the middle class pay, and the rich pay. That's just the way it is. The middle class is screwed if they do, and they screwed if they don't. The problem is the Democrats are going to keep the middle class and the lower class from paying that much of a tax. The tax is going to go all the way up to the people that have the money to pay it and don't care to share their money to help the poor, because they might as well go and die. That's the way they see it. We heard it from the president's own mouth while he ran. Not this, but before. That's why you got a 75% more people as Democrat than you did Republican. But that electoral vote screwed us. And we got to get rid of it. And people don't understand. The middle class is screwed either way. They're paying taxes. It's just how much are you going to pay? That's the difference. If the Democrats, you're going to pay less. The Republican, you're going to pay more. It's just the way it is. And you have these stupid old ladies. I'm going to keep... No, you don't make enough honey to feel any of that. Unless you got $2 million in your account, then yes, you will save money. You will feel less taxes. And she's taking advantage of those medical bills. But guess what? McSally is screwing you, sweetheart. You imbecile. Because she's signing bills left and right, not caring whether you're Republican or Democrat. She's signing your medical away. If you're poor, the government pays. And they don't have to pay. Because McSally's signing all those bills trying to get them to be passed. And the rich, they're not going to get it paid either. Why? Because the same reason. But you're paying for those insurances. But she just signed a bill to say, you're not going to get it, sweetheart. And you got a fat cow going, I'm a fat cow, I'm too stupid for words. I have a coverage and I have a blood disease. Well, honey, China doesn't give you that blood serum. It's done here in Arizona where you're at. So you're a stupid cow. Too stupid for words. And you deserve not to get your medicine because she signed the bill. Democrats don't sign anything. Why? Because we're not in office yet. You're an imbecile. All those people McSally has there talking for, they're a bunch of imbeciles because she's been lying like a cow. She doesn't know the meaning of the word truth. And anything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. Well, I was the first woman. Well, can we really believe you're a woman? Because you lie. Everything that comes out of your mouth is a lie. Can we believe you ever flew a plane? No, we can't, because you're a liar. That's all you do is lie. Lie, lie, lie. Just like our president. Bunch of bag of lies. He tells you he's the one who did the medical for the army and all that stuff. Nope. That was Obama. So don't be stupid like the Republicans and trust a bunch of liars. Listen to the truth. Because all McSally and them do are lies. They keep telling you that the Republicans are doing all this good, but that was the Democrats. All you have to do is switch the names and you get the truth. All of the horrible, horrible stuff, put Republican. And all of the good, put Democrat. And you have the right people doing it. But that's up to you. I'm not the one that's going to be later on going, wah, 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 wah. Because I went and voted. And I voted for the right person, a Democrat. You can go and vote for a Republican, get those Republicans there, and go pay a lot of bills that aren't going to help you. Pay your medical, and then not get any medical coverage. That'll be your fault 100%. And you can only blame yourself because the Republicans are the one that has the pen, not the Democrats. So when you die from not getting your medicines and you go burn in hell, you only have yourself to blame. Because you were selfish, self-absorbed. But remember to subscribe to my channel, leave a little message, put the hand up. I do it right away because I have the tendency to forget and I won't return. And tell me something you think I should talk about other than this crap. But remember, AA, see you in church.